Hello and welcome to the last battle of Week 5 of the FNF Victory Road Draft League Season 3. This battle is going to be pitting Sir Roland's team, which is New Era Justified, versus Z-Quig's team, I Like Corsola. As a reminder, the Mega Pokemon available in this battle is Mega Gallade on Sir Roland's team, and then we have the Z Pokemon of Lucario with Z Attack Privilege on Z-Quig's team. So jumping right in, it looks like Sir Roland has quite the offensive team. Not a lot of bulky mons, DNC and Gallade being the bulkiest of the bunch. And then Z-Quigs has kind of a mixed team. He's going a little bit more mixed bag. Neither of them seem to be running Trick Room this week. At least I don't anticipate that. Audino can be a Cleric, Muckalola with that nice special defense. And then Corsola maybe going defensive, Whimsicott perhaps as well. But it overall looks like it might be a little bit more of an offensive-oriented battle. I am really curious to see how Sir Roland plans on taking down Zapdos. I'm assuming that DNC will have some part in that because Zapdos does look very threatening. Sir Roland does have some really nice boosting Pokemon. Durant, Volcarona, for example. Z-Quigs does as well with Swords Dance Lucario, but overall it seems like he's taking a little bit more of a bulky offense approach, while Sir Roland's a little bit more frail offense. So we're going to see how this unfolds. I'm really excited to see how it goes, and let's jump right in. And we're listening to Heart Home City from Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. And Platinum, of course. This is a theme I really like a lot. I want to hum to it so bad. So in terms of leads, I think we might see DNC to set up rocks, Corsola to set up rocks, maybe Whimsicott to U-turn, switcheroo shenanigans, but overall, those are my two predictions. Yeah, I just want to sing along with the song, like, the song is so good. Sir Roland with the Gen 4 music picks, so he's always going to pick something that I enjoy for the music. I'm actually curious to see if Lucario has anything to deal with Volcarona. Muckalola can come in on Volcarona quite comfortably, especially if it's vested, which Z-Quigs has run in the past before. Yeah, now that I look at it, that Muckalola is going to be pretty tough to take down. Gallade might be something that he utilizes, especially if Gallade comes in on a predicted knockoff that Justified can boost its attack, and then it Mega Evolves into a very scary Mega Gallade, which can Earthquake Muck. I think is this actually the first time we see Mega Gallade? I'm not sure, but Sir Roland actually hasn't been using his Mega that much. So interesting to see what he does with it this time. Alright, so we have Paper the Volcarona sent out versus Corsola with Hearts the Corsola. Now, something we do have to take into consideration is the fact that Volcarona does have Giga Drain. It also has Solar Beam, and it doesn't have access to Z moves. So if it's going to use a grass move, it'll probably be Giga Drain. And indeed, we see the Giga Drain right off the bat versus Corsola. That's going to bring the score to a 6-5 with Sir Roland leading. Yeah, that 4 times effective grass move is enough to take down Corsola indeed. It's going to be really tough for Z-Quigs to send in something versus Volcarona. I'm assuming we might see Zapdos. Zapdos doesn't really get good flying coverage. It might have hidden power flying, but I'm not sure if that'll be enough to actually take down Volcarona. So we might see Muck come in instead, actually, going for the knockoff and taking hits pretty comfortably, or maybe even pursuit trapping Volcarona. But yeah, losing Corsola means that there are no rocks going up on Roland's side, which Roland is probably going to really like, because Volcanion could come in a lot easier, as well as Volcarona if it needs to switch out again, or if it needs to switch out and come back in again later. Overall, Volcarona is quite the powerhouse. Alright, so we do see Muckalola come in with that beefy special defense and likely the assault vest as well. Muckalola won't have much trouble taking a hit from Volcarona and hitting back hard with knockoff, or possibly poisoning it with Poison Jab. And nothing really wants to switch into Muckalola. I mean, Durant can kind of, but it doesn't want to risk being Fire Punched if Muckalola has that. I know regular Muck could learn Fire Punch. I'm not sure about Muckalola, but I'm pretty sure it can. Muckalola is definitely going to be Zequig's premier defensive Pokemon in this, and I think that he's definitely going to want to use Wishes to preserve it as much as possible. Which might be pretty easy for him to do actually until Gallade comes out and sets up. Gallade really is looking very threatening right now. Whimsicott can Moonblast it, but yeah. So it looks like Quiver Dance goes up and there's a Fire Punch. Muckalola predicting the Durant switch in. Interesting choice. Paper is now at 77% and boosted up. Bug Buzz is going to do 35% to Muckalola, who goes for the Gunk Shot, and that critical hit Gunk Shot is enough to take down Paper. Muckalola now at 65%. And we just see how specially defensive Muckalola is. A +1 Bug Buzz from Volcarona couldn't even break half of its HP. So about time the Mega Gallade comes out. Yeah, I think this is the first time we see Mega Gallade in this season. And Sir Roland saying it's about time. So now that Volcarona's down, Zequig does have a little bit more breathing room to send in Whimsicott, but yeah, it still is going to be a tough one for him as long as Mega Gallade is alive. I do anticipate Muck switching out, but the big question is, who does Muck switch out to? I think Whimsicott might be the answer, as it is very fast and it could Moonblast Mega Gallade. And also come in on a predicted Close Combat or Earthquake. Yeah, we do see Muck carrying that Fire Punch for Durant. So Durant's not going to be super comfortable coming out versus Muck. It might be a little comfortable coming out versus something like Audino and setting up a Hone Claws. That will cause it to wreak some havoc, but Muck isn't going to be set up, easy setup for Durant. So the score is 5-5 with a slight HP lead for Sir Roland. And already this match has been quite fast-paced. I think the big question on my mind, does Gallade go for the setup this turn, anticipating Muck to stay in, or does Gallade try to hit one of the switch-ins really hard, or Muck really hard for that matter? So Mega Gallade goes for the Earthquake that takes down Muck-a-Lola, and Sir Roland's going to have a lot easier of a time sweeping now that Muck-a-Lola is gone. Volcanion is starting to look like a huge threat. Diancie also looks like it could be pretty tough, although Lucario is still alive. So I believe that Mega Gallade outspeeds Zapdos. Yes, it does. So Mega Gallade looks pretty poised right now to do some big damage. Whimsicott is faster, so I think we'll see Whimsicott come in, threatening it with Moonblast. Benji commenting, I did not know you had a Mega Gallade. That's because he hasn't used it yet. So Whimsicringe the Whimsicott comes out, and indeed, it can outspeed Mega Gallade, but can it take it down in one shot with Moonblast? Likely we'll see Roserade switch in to take a Moonblast. Or maybe to take a Powder move. Actually, Moonblast does take out Gallade, and the score is now 4-4. Now Audino is going to be a lot tougher to take down, because Mega Gallade is down. So Unripe Banana the Roserade comes out. Turn 6 and 4 Pokemon are already down. This is a fast-paced game. Whimsicott doesn't want to be stuck versus Roserade, so it's likely we'll see Lucario come in to a predicted Sludge Bomb. Indeed, we see Lucario come in, and the Sludge Bomb is not going to hit because it's immune. Now Roserade's going to have to weigh its options and see if it wants to stay in versus Lucario. If it had predicted Lucario coming in with a Sleep Powder or with a Hidden Power Fire, Roserade might have been a little bit more comfortable. So Rock the Durant comes in, and there's a Swords Dance up on Lucario. But what can Durant do to Lucario? Actually, it could Superpower, that's what it could do. And it is faster than Lucario by quite a bit. Using Durant in this situation is pretty risky because Hustle. This is it. If Durant can't take down Lucario, this might be the game and Lucario might sweep. Does Z-Quigs risk it all and go for hitting Durant, or does he switch out into something that maybe can take a hit from Durant, preserving Lucario for later? Because if Durant has Superpower, it can take Lucario down in one shot. Lots of one-shots in this match for sure. There's also the possibility that one of these Pokemon could be sashed. Oh, so I think these references for the names are rock, paper, scissors. Well, rock, paper, and then we have something else. So Dabdos the Zapdos comes in to take an Iron Head. That's going to do 51%, but the static paralyzes Durant. That could be game-changing. Wow. That, oh man, that was very unfortunate for Sir Roland. Good switch by Z-Quigs. The Heat Wave takes out Durant. Durant could have outsped and taken down Zapdos with another Iron Head, but Scissors the Diancie comes in instead. And this is a cue for Lucario to come in, actually. If If Diancie goes for the Moonblast, it might not be too safe for Lucario, though. So we'll just have to see. But wow, that static was such a game changer. Interestingly, Durant did not go for the superpower. So Scissors the Diancie's out now. And if Diancie goes for Diamond Storm, it actually might be able to take a hit from Lucario. If the defense increase occurs, that is. And there's a Volt Switch. It's going to do 36% to Scissors, who switches out into, I'm going to guess, Audino or Lucario. Dabdos at 29%, but the only thing standing in its way is Scissors. So in comes Audinebro, taking 36% from that Moonblast, and yeah, this is going to be... Z-Quigs is very comfortable versus... Audino is very comfortable versus Sir Roland right now. Scissors can't really do much, and that Wish will allow Zapdos to continue doing big damage to Diancie if it lacks Roost, or will allow a safe switch in into, for example, Lucario. So another Moonblast could do 35% to Audino, and there's that Wish going up. This is the moment of truth. Who comes in? I think it's Lucario, because Lucario could probably take a Moonblast and then retaliate with a Bullet Punch on Scissors. So Roland might be able to predict the Lucario switch in with Earth Power, but that could be a dangerous game as well because Zapdos is at low HP, so Zapdos could be another candidate for the Wish. I don't think it'll be Zapdos because Zapdos might be KO'd by Moonblast, however, so it's likely we see Lucario come in, or Audino just stays in and takes its own Wish. Yeah, Lucario does come in. And the Moonblast is going to hit, bringing Lucario down to 29%, but with that Wish, it's back to 100. Will Lucario go for the Swords Dance? No, it goes straight for the Bullet Punch, and that takes out Scissors. Volcanion is the last thing standing. Fire Nation, the Volcanion, aside from Roserade, but Roserade is going to have trouble with Zapdos for sure. So Volcanion comes out. Fire moves are going to be really good right now versus all of Z-Quig's team. I think that Audino might come in to try and take some hits, but yeah, Volcanion's going to be that final frontier for Z-Quigs. If he wants to win this match, he needs to break past this Volcanion, and it is going to be pretty difficult, especially because Volt Switch from Zapdos might not be enough to take it down. It really depends on what Volcanion's packing in terms of its item. If it's an Assault Vest, I don't think Volt Switch will be enough. But I think Z-Quigs might end up having to sack something. Because even if Lucario goes for the Earthquake, I don't think that's going to be enough to take down Volcanion. So he actually might just sack Lucario to do enough damage to ensure that Volt Switch does take out Volcanion. And Audino comes in to take that Flamethrower. It's going to do 41% to Audino. 39% is where Audino's at now. This is going to be a roll, unless Audino has Protect to gain some more Leftovers recovery. Well, it might not be a roll, because 41 might have been a low roll, but I think it might be a roll. This is This is going to be intense. Let's see how it works. I think offensive Zapdos might have enough firepower, though, to break through Volcanion and take out Roserade with Heat Wave. And then if Lucario needs it to clean up with Bullet Punch, definitely can. This is looking like it's in Z-Quig's favor right now. The Steam Eruption takes out Audino, so that is a good choice by Sir Roland because it made sure that it wasn't a roll, because Steam Eruption is more powerful than Flamethrower. So now the score is 2-3. Zapdos at 29%, Lucario at 91%, and Whimsicott at 100%. Zapdos comes in 29%. Will the Volt Switch kill is the big question. We might not even see Volt Switch, actually. We might see Thunderbolt. Yeah, the Thunderbolt takes Volcanion down to 15%, but the Steam Eruption misses. Oh man, the RNG versus this Zapdos for Sir Roland has not been kind. Roserade comes out and there's the Volt Switch. It's going to do 46%, and Zapdos saying the RNG is mine, doing a critical hit as well. This Zapdos has been quite terrible to Sir Roland, and in comes Lucario to face Unripe Banana. The Bullet Punch brings Unripe Banana down to 5%. The Energy Ball is going to deal decent damage to Lucario, but it goes out in the process with that Life Orb damage, and in comes Volcanion at 15%, Lucario at 24%. It looks like this could be the last turn of this match. Indeed it is. Close combat is enough to take down Fire Nation, and Lucario takes it down. The score is 3-0 in favor of Z-Quigs, and I like Corsola over Sir Roland and New Era Justified. What a match. Zapdos definitely was the Pokemon that turned things around for Z-Quigs. I think that Static Paralysis, dodging the Steam Eruption, yeah, it did good for Z-Quigs for sure. Really intense game and a good way to end the week. So thank you for everyone for watching, and tune in for week 6 coming up soon.